Hi everybody, this is Dr. Serge from Mind and Body Solution. Tonight we're going to have a seminar on fatigue, tiredness. So this is one of the most common concerns we have in the office when it comes to this topic. First of all, I wanted to talk a little bit about myself. I've been doing this for more than 10 years. So my interest into nutrition started years ago when I was dealing with a lot of chronic issues. I was dealing with chronic fatigue. I was dealing with fibromyalgia type of pain, insomnia, a lot of GI issues, Lyme disease showed up, joint issues, back issues. As you may know, when you go see a doctor for those issues, you take medications, right? So I started my journey a long time ago and taking meds and more meds and this medication for that issue. And so I was really stuck in that vicious cycle to take more and more medications to help me with those issues and to help me with the side effect of those problems. So at some point I was sick of that vicious cycle and I decided to look into, okay, what can I do to help me? And I came across nutrition, okay? Common sense, right? Nutrition should help the body. And I tried different things by myself, but nothing really helped. I was taking all kinds of supplements and I was taking this for that and nothing really improved my conditions. But about 10 years ago when I met a doctor in Boston, she did a testing on me, nutrition response testing, to figure out why you have issues. So that was the beauty of that test, is she gave me the answers of why I had all those different problems. I mean, I saw so many doctors and I saw the best doctors around, but none of them could tell me why I had problems. So I was really frustrated not knowing why I had all those problems. So with nutrition response testing, when she did the assessment on me, she really told me the root causes of my issues. I was a bit amazed initially and then I got really excited at some point because she helped me to wean myself off my medications and she really helped me to bring my health back because I was in a constant chronic pain for 20 plus years, taking medication and painkillers and all that stuff. So my organs were really broken, were damaged. My liver was messed up, my thyroid was not working properly, my gut was not working, my adrenals were shut down. So she really use nutrition and a personalized program to address why I have all those different problems. And she gave me supplements to take, and she gave me a diet to take. So diet was really simple for me, was meat and vegetables for a good 2 years, if it wasn't more. So diet, supplements to supplement the diet really helped me to fix my body. So I'm really excited to do nutrition response testing on people now to really help them figure out why they have issues. That's the beauty of it, is we can really pinpoint easily, okay, this is why you have, let's say, chronic fatigue, or why you have hormonal issues, or headaches, or migraines, or autoimmune issues like thyroid problem, chronic fatigue. I mean, all those conditions at the end of the day have a cause, a reason of why you suffer from them. And a lot more people today are waking up to the sad reality that medications, the conventional medicine, do not provide to them the answers to those problems. And typically they do not get better, like it happened for me. You get worse from taking medications and the side effects, and you really get stuck in that vicious cycle. And you can break this by using a nutritional program, okay? Tonight we're going to cover, like I said, fatigue. And I wanted to cover a few points when it comes to fatigue or low energy. Okay, energy drinks like Red Bulls, for example, are the drinks the most sold in the country. There's millions of dollars sold in those drinks. People are looking and reaching for answers for the low energy, and they look for stimulants like energy drinks, caffeine, coffee. A lot of people drink coffee on a regular basis. They depend on them. If you don't drink coffee, they have headaches, caffeine headaches. So that's not a good place to be at if you really depend on coffee or all kinds of stimulants for you to have energy. So what happens over time is those stimulants drinks can actually impact your adrenals, okay, over time. And it's well known coffee affects the adrenals. So if you depend on coffee, that's an issue. So we have to look into that. So which leads to adrenal fatigue. Okay, so when you're tired, typically it's an adrenal issue. Okay, let's get back to that in a few minutes. So we need to look at what your body needs required to really work properly without any stimulants for you to have energy. Okay, so we really have to look at your intake of coffee, energy drinks, sugar. Okay, sugar is a stimulant. A lot of people look for sugar, sweets, mid-afternoon, for example, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. They kind of crash. They look for something sweet to bring them back up. So they get stuck in that vicious cycle, because what happens typically is when they crash mid-afternoon, it's a sugar insulin issue. So typically it comes down to the meal they had before, like lunch. So most of the time the lunch contained a lot more carbs, starch or sugar that the body requires, and you have this insulin spike. Insulin is made by the body to digest, to process that carb, sugar. So when that insulin spike goes back down, this is when people crash, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. And what they do, they reach for more sugar, more carbs. So they really get stuck in that vicious cycle of ups and downs in the insulin level. So it's really important that during the day, or at least the lunch meal, has low carbs and good amount of protein and fat, so to avoid having those ups and downs with the insulin and you crashing and feeling tired. I'm sure it happened to you that you had a bowl of pasta, or you had a piece of cake or a piece of donut, and then you started crashing a few hours after. That's the sugar causing the crash, causing the fatigue. Okay, so sugar is known to impact the adrenals, leading to adrenal fatigue or tiredness. Okay, vitamin B is a really important vitamin for the adrenals. Vitamin B is the supplements the most sold in this country. Millions of dollars of vitamin B is sold every year. Okay, people look for vitamin B because it's known that B complex will help the body to have more energy, which is true not. Let me rephrase that. It's not true if you don't take the full B complex. So vitamin B by itself has 24 components to it. And the vitamin B complex that you get at the store, if you look at the bottles that you have at home, typically they contain about 6, 7, 8 components. Like vitamin A, vitamin 1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, maybe 6, maybe 9, maybe 12. Okay, they don't include all those spectrums of vitamin B components from B1 to B24. Okay, for example, B4 is not really in supplements, but it's really important for the heart. Most people with heart condition, they have a B4 deficiency. Okay. B17 is known to help with cancer, for example. Okay, so all those different Bs are needed for the body to function and work. As a matter of fact, we have so many people coming in, they take B complex vitamins, and they tell us that they don't feel any better. That's the reason, is they don't have the whole B complex. So there's no point to take vitamins if you don't get the whole thing. And on top of that, most of the time those vitamins are fake. They're synthetic. Typically they're derived from petroleum. They are gas and oil byproducts of these industries, those companies. So they are fake. So they are not really being processed by the body. So it has been shown actually that 90-95% of those vitamins are being just passed through and eliminated, and the body is not able to absorb them. So that's why most people don't really feel the benefit of them. Okay, so that's really important that if you take B vitamins, that you take the full complex, which has the 24 components. And the best way to take them is from food. Okay, the liver, the organ, has these 24 components. The liver is the best source of vitamin B. Okay, I remember back in the days I would eat liver when I was a kid. That was part of a habit, daily, weekly routine. So we have liver once in a while because we know that organ meat like the liver has a lot of nutrition that your body needs. So that's the best source of B. Today, most people don't eat liver. We are not used to that anymore. So what companies have done is they put liver in capsules or pills. So this is what most people would do today, is take liver by mouth with pills or capsules to get their B vitamins. Okay, and on top of that, the liver has a lot of minerals, a lot of other vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E, and so on and so on. So the liver is a really complete protein that you need to incorporate into your diet. If not, take some supplements, for example. Okay, so the vitamin B is important for your adrenals. Okay, the adrenal function using vitamin B complex, and that's why most people have adrenal fatigue over time, is because they eat too much sugar, the coffee, the stimulants, and they don't have enough B in their diet, and the adrenals just they're just stressed, and they feel tired over time, leading to adrenal fatigue, chronic fatigue, which a side effect of it, ironically, is people over time will have insomnia as well, because the adrenals are exhausted, and when your adrenals are stressed, your body is not able to make melatonin, and the melatonin is the hormone that your body needs to sleep at night. And a lot of people actually would take a melatonin pill, which is okay to help sleeping, but why not fixing the problem, which is fixing the adrenals, the stress in the body, by taking enough vitamin B, for example. Okay. On top of that, your adrenals need vitamin C. The adrenals is the organ in the body that needs the most vitamin C. Okay. Vitamin C, again, is a complex. What you get at the store, it's called ascorbic acid, and people believe it's vitamin C, but it's not vitamin C. Vitamin C, it's about 130, 150 different components. And the best source of vitamin C is food-based. Get it from your food, okay? Cheese is a good source of vitamin C. All the greens, the kale, the spinach, for example, all the colored vegetables or fruits, these are good sources of vitamin C. Eggs are a good source. The liver, we talk about that. Meat, all these are good sources of vitamin C. So it's really important to take enough vitamin C from your diet for your adrenals to function properly, so you have energy during the day. Okay, vitamin D, again, is really important for your adrenals to function, and 90% of people today are deficient in vitamin D. So it's really important to spend some time in the sun. So the best time to spend time outside is between 11 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is the time that you should go outside, spend 10, 20 minutes, get some sunshine. If your skin is darker, you need to spend more time to get the same benefit, okay? When we don't have a lot of sun, like in the winter or fall, taking some supplements, that's the way to go. Your supplement has to contain, has K2. If you don't have the vitamin K2, the vitamin D is not being absorbed by the body. So you take D, but your body is eliminating the D because you don't have the K2. As a matter of fact, I see that all the time with people. So they take D, they go to see the medical doctor, the blood level is not going up. Most of the time is because they don't have enough K2. So we need to increase the K2. And again, K2 is coming from fish, seafood, cheese, eggs. These are good sources of K2. And vitamin D comes from seafood like shrimp, oyster, eggs, okay, salmon. So these are good, mushroom, these are good sources of vitamin D. So these are the vitamins that your body requires to function, your adrenals to function, so you have energy, so you don't depend on drinking like stimulants and coffee and energy drink and taking those booster that just helps temporarily, but over time they affect your body, leading to problems. Okay, So this is what I wanted to cover a little bit when it comes to the adrenals and fatigue. And on this board, I wanted to show you that at the top you have fatigue, okay? And this is what we do in the office with holistic medicine, with functional medicine, is we look at the root cause of why you have a low energy. And most of the time, it's an adrenal issue. So your adrenals are tired. 99% of people we see in the office have stress adrenals, which have some low energy and some issues. So on this side of this triangle, as you can see, I set it up as a triangle. Okay, deficiencies on one side, we talk about it, vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin D, and so on. And then I have on this side organ dysfunction. We talk like the adrenals or stress. Okay, so if you have a fatigue issue, it could be any symptoms that you want to address, that you want to get rid of, right? So people come in with all kinds of different symptoms, but tonight we focus on fatigue. So if you have fatigue, I can guarantee you, I can tell you that you have deficiencies in your body, okay? Because these vitamins, minerals serve as a fuel to your organs, I can tell you that your body is not working at 100%, okay? Because your organs are not working at 100%, your ability to absorb, digest, process food goes down, leading to more deficiencies. Okay, more deficient you are, more severe your symptom becomes, and more stress is put on your organs. As you can see, this is a vicious cycle that keeps on and on and on, and that's why people over time, they feel more tired. When you're young, you feel energetic, but as you get older, you start feeling the fatigue, okay, and you get more tired. So there's a vicious cycle. So what we need to do with nutrition response testing is to figure out the why. Okay, we talk about the why. So why you have this fatigue? So we need to figure out what deficiencies your body has. Okay, we talk about vitamin B. It's a really, really common deficiency. Magnesium is really common as well. Vitamin D. Okay, and we need to figure out what organs are stressed. We talk a lot about the adrenals, but what about your thyroid? You might have an iodine deficiency leading to hypothyroidism, low thyroid function, causing the fatigue. So the adrenals and the thyroid, they work on the same axis. They work together. They talk to each other to give you energy. So most of the time when the adrenals are shot, it leads to low thyroid. 50% of the time when people have thyroid issue, it's not the adrenals. It's not the thyroid, it's the adrenals. And consistent with that, when medical doctors do blood work, they look at the blood work and they tell the patient, your blood work is fine, your thyroid is fine. But when people come to the office, they suffer from thyroid symptoms. Even though it doesn't show in the blood work, they do have some type of deficiencies in the thyroid. Iodine, selenium, magnesium, potassium, zinc. Okay, so this is what we do with functional medicine, is we figure out, okay, what your body is needing to work at 100%. Okay, make sure that all your organs, your liver, your pancreas, your gut, your brain, everything works like it needs to. And when we bring everything back to normal, to a balanced state, these symptoms, whatever it is, goes away. That's just what happens naturally. You start feeling better. It happens all the time with people. And what happens is over time you may not need your medications. That's a side benefit of giving good nutrition to your body. I see that all the time with my patients with thyroid issues. They come in, they take Armour, Santorin, levothyroxine, all kind of medication for the thyroid. They don't even feel better. But when you provide the right nutrition, the thyroid starts working again, and the medication is not needed at some point. Okay, because medication, like I said at the beginning, it's a band-aid. It masks the symptom. It doesn't really give you the answer why you have problems. So this is what I wanted to cover with fatigue. I hope that helps. Tonight I wanted to offer you on Facebook Live a free assessment in the office. So if you're willing, I will offer you this. It's a 2 visit that covers everything. So it's free. So it tells you after the assessment what is going on with your body, okay, what deficiencies your body has, what organs, and more importantly, we give you a plan okay, a diet change, okay, what kind of diet you need to follow, what kind of food you need to eat to nourish your body, and we give you some supplements to supplement your diet to really help maximizing your chances of success on the program. Okay, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, you can write it under the video in the comment section, and we'll get back to you. Have a good night. This is Dr. Serge.